Yeah. In the last session, I have just explained about the basic things, right? Like the introduction part and the theory concepts. And from today onwards, we are concentrating on programming and how the things will go in a core. First, we need to learn core Java. Today, we are starting with a very basic thing, for example, variables, and followed by just arithmetic operators with programs. Very basic, right? And followed by just relational operators. When we can able to do that relational, we can complete that if else block, this conditional statement. When we go with a logical statement followed by, we can do all conditional like if else, if, and nested if. These things we can do. After completion of logical operators, we will go to the loops where we want modify operators like plus plus and minus minus. We go with a for loop and while loop. Right? In this way, the step by step, we will go. After the loops, suppose some of the programs like nested loops. With the nested loops, the patterns, all kind of patterns we will develop. Then we will enter into oops concepts, followed by arrays and strings. These are, I'll send you the material, the complete material I'll send you by tomorrow, the complete core Java material, so that you will understand how the topics will go, each and every topic, and you will understand. By the end of this class, you will understand that how we are going to discuss about the variables and followed by arithmetic operators. Okay, right. See, we already discussed that why we are learning programming. So what is the purpose of learning programming? It's very simple. Programming is used to develop applications, just softwares we are creating. So what application contains? Like consider one software, any software. For example, I'm doing the banking project. Okay, you need to think about the customers, accounts. Accounts are the programs. Accounts are the programs. That is. Next one, for example, I'm doing like a hospital management system. Then think about the patient. Patient is a program. Doctor is a program. Right? I'm doing about the college management system. Okay, think about the student is a program. Right? Faculty, lecturer is a program. That is. Suppose I'm doing the library management system. Think about book is a program. Student is a program. Librarian is a program. All these things. So one thing you need to understand what we are doing. Yes, we are doing programming. Okay, with the programming, what we are doing, we are just developing applications. We are developing applications. Okay, just take the example of application banking. It's banking. Okay, banking means providing service to account holders. Hospital management system, service to patients. College, service to students and faculties. Library, service to students. Of course, other people will involve. That is. Just programming means what? Programming means just developing. Simply to say, the people call it as object-oriented programming. So what we are doing exactly with this? Who are you guys? Where are you from? Huh? Okay. Are you checking? Right. Just in a communication process, what we are doing, we are just establishing the connection. we are creating the dots and we are connecting the dots. In the world of communication, we are creating a world. This is the application and we are connecting the world. That's all. In programming also same thing. In programming also, we are writing the programs and we establish the communication between the programs like this. Like this. This is one program. And this is one program. This is one program like that. See, for example, here it is. This is me. For example, faculty. I'm using, suppose my laptop to take this class. Laptop. And these are the students, for example. Student. And is one student like this. All are programs only. And this connection. What is the purpose of this connection? Why we are connecting? Right? Just to transfer the information. I'm sending my information to you. And in the same way, you will send information to me, whatever you want to send. That is so. Now think about the program. Suppose just consider that account holder only. Account holder. Okay. So whenever you are thinking about the account holder, every account holder has two kinds of information. Every account holder has two things. So what are the two things? What are the two things? First one, every account holder has information, data. So tell me, what is that account information? What is account information? Account number. Every account has number. Account holder name, customer name. What is the balance in account? And what is the mobile number? All these things. This is called information, data. We can simply say that variables. Variables. So where you will store the information, where you will store the information, right? In variables, we are storing the information. Next, suppose here it is, I'm storing the information in my account, the variable balance with a value 5,000 is there. Suppose consider when it will change, when it will change, when we withdraw. I withdraw 2,000 rupees from my account. Okay, then 5,000 become 3,000. Right here it is, I'm going to deposit 3,000 rupees. Okay, the 3,000 becomes 6,000. I just want to transfer the amount, or I want to recharge my account with 500 rupees. 500 rupees, then it will become 5,500. All these are called operations. All these are called operations. So technically, simply we call it as methods. Two things. So here, simply what is a variable? Variable just stores the data, stores information simply. Which information? Program information. Program information. So what is a method? Just performs operation. Performs operation. So every program, I'm writing program, whatever the program, whether it is an employee or whether it is a student, whether it is a library, whether it is a book, whether it is a mobile, no matter. Every program consists two things: variables followed by methods. That's all. We are writing programs means every program consists variables and methods. So what is the purpose of variable? Variable stores the information. That's all. So what is the purpose of method? Method performs operations on information. Method performs operation on information. Two simple things. Got it? Right. Now, suppose if I want to learn, if I want to understand variables more clearly, variables are used to store information. Okay. What type of information I want to store? I just want to store my age, a person age I want to store. Age. So age is which type? Suppose 23 age value. Value I want to store 23. For example, how many days in a month I want to store? How many days in a year I want to store? And some negative value I want to store. Okay. All these are comes under the type called int. Comes under the type called int, integer. Okay. For example, if I want to store a very long value, for example, account number I want to store, some account number, or like Aadhaar card number I want to store. or mobile number I want to store, mobile number. Then we are going with the long type, long. Some long value if you want to store, then we go with the long type. That is one sec. Right, next. Suppose if I want to store a decimal value, for example 34.56. కొంచెం స్లోగా చెప్పు, క్లాస్ జరుగుతుంది. For example 3.142. So these kind of things, if I want to store, then right, I should go with a double. It stores decimals. So we need to remember these things. So what all these things called? Simple. Data types. Data types. So whenever you are declaring the variable, we need to represent its data type. So I want to store any character, for example, male or female, just M. M represents male, F represents female, or suppose, so what is the rupees of America? For example, dollar I want to store like this, right? Anything, if you want to store, suppose at the rate I want to store, what is the symbol is representing, right? A domain at the rate. These things, any single character if you want to store, we go with char. Sir, if I want to store 2 characters, AB, yes, we must go with the double quotes. Sir, I want to store a combination, for example A1, 1 character and 1 integer, of course string. I want to store my password which contains alphabets, symbols as well as digits, yes, string. I want to store the name, yes, string. All these are strings. We need to represent with the double quotes. String type represents with a string. Next, if I want to store a value called true or false, true or false, just we are representing with the type Boolean. So these are the things we need to remember. Very easy. I want to store values like this, go with int. If I want to store a values, little long values, go with long type. If I want to store a decimal values, go with the double. Anything you represent single character in single quotes, it's character, char. Any combination, multiple characters, characters and symbols, characters, symbols and digits, everything, string. Either true or false, only Boolean. So using this, we can represent easily all types of data. All types of data. Sisa, please help understand what is float. See, actually the thing is what? Here, the common things I'm explaining. A float, if you want to store the values like 34.56 or 3.142, we can go with a float or a double. But the thing is what? Float occupies only 4 bytes of memory, where double occupies 8 bytes of memory, where it will store the huge value. Here, whenever you are learning the Java, suppose if you are learning C language or somewhat, the memory consideration is there, memory consideration, right? Because using C language, we are developing applications for system-based applications, like suppose embedded system applications, mostly embedded system applications. Embedded system applications means what? Chip-based applications. Chip-based means what? Always a micro memory is there. So you need to consider every small amount of memory that we are using in the program. So we need to check which one occupies. Suppose I want to store value 12. I want to store 12. Then okay, 12 will fit into which type? We go with. I want to store only 3.2. Which one will fit? Float. Sir, I want to store a value, some huge value I want to store. Then which one fit? Double. like that. Whenever we consider, right, the C related things we need to, but whenever we are learning Java or .NET, right, here it is a no memory consideration, no memory consideration. And we need to think about always a web applications development, right? So that is, it's not the chip based programming, and we never develop micro chip based programming using Java. We always develop applications, so no memory consideration. So all always we go with the double, we never use a float in applications. That is okay. That's why. So briefly, the data types concept is there, no issues, we will discuss. More are there, but what I'm trying to say, I don't want to explain the data types briefly in the first day, right? I don't want to explain about here it is that integer occupies 4 bytes memory. The 4 bytes means what exactly? The value it can hold is a 2 power 32 value. The 2 power 32 value we need to calculate and make it half is per positive values and half is per negative values. The things are there, but these are unnecessary things. First, we need to concentrate on programming. Once you concentrate on programming, the real programming, then these things, right, we can, means what? Here, if you want to learn more in depth, if you want to learn, it's okay. But all Java developers never concentrate. And nowadays, how interviews are going on? In early days, suppose if there is a for loop, sir, if I'm not writing anything inside the for loop, right, what will be the output? These kind of questions they are expecting, like 10 years back, around 10 years back. Now, how the questions become? So whenever they ask this question, then why you are writing for loop? Remove this for loop. Direct question, you can ask them. So no unnecessary questions actually, because so many things are there we need to learn. Only in Java, end to end, if you want to develop, so many things are there to learn. So always our concentration is an application development only. That is okay. Back to the concepts. Whenever you are representing the variable, you have to specify the data type. You have to specify the data type. Okay. What are the data types and what are the variables? Again, sir, here I just want to specify account data. Okay. What is that account number? Give one number. What is account holder name? So what is the balance? So what is the address? What is the age of the account holder? Account holder married or not? Account holder vaccinated or not? What is the gender of the account? What is the mail ID of the account? What is the mobile number of the account? These things. As a programmer, okay, I'm writing the program for account. This is the minimum thing we need to understand, analyze. Okay, let me give one account number. Then account number I have given. Good. Which type it is? Which type it is? Simple. Long. Look at this. Look at this. Any long value is just long. That's it. Long. Got it? Yes. Next, for example, name. Any name. Suppose I am giving the name Amar. Amar. What is its type? See here. Any combination of characters or collection of characters comes under string. So balance. So how much balance? For example, some balance with 89 paisa. Some interest added to my balance. Of course, double. Address. Yes, belongs to suppose Hyderabad. String. Age. For example, 35. Integer. Is it married? Yes, of course, true. Okay, then Boolean. Vaccinated? No, not yet. false. False. So Boolean. No, I just want to give that marriage is not true or false. I just want to give marriage yes. Then automatically it will change to string. Sir, yes or no comes under Boolean? No, definitely not. It will comes under string. So okay, gender. I just want to give M. Okay, it will comes under. It will comes under what char? No, sir, I don't want to give just M. I just want to give the gender is male completely. I want to give. Okay, you can give, but wasting the memory is enough. M is representing male, F is representing female. Then why single character instead of storing multiple characters? As a mail, for example, abc@gmail.com. Gmail.com. It's a combination, right? It's a combination. Is a string. String. As a mobile number. Mobile number. It's long. That is. This is minimum. This is minimum we need to write. So anything you want to do is an account, right, or a student or anything. See here how our things will be. For example, so after completion of variables, what you have to do? What you have to do? Suppose these are the things you have to write. Just take a paper. At least complete one, not all, of course. At least. Anyway, account I have written. I have already told you that account. Okay, just fill this patient related things, patient name, the type, ward, type, age, disease, vaccinated or not, married, hospital, bill, the same thing. Suppose textbook, fill the textbook details. What is the name? What is the price? How many pages are there? Who is the author? What is the ISBN number? What is the dimension? Who is the publisher? Mobile, model, brand, color, price. So please try this. Take one paper, everyone. At least do it one thing, patient or textbook or mobile. Or you can do it in the chat box also. Please use the chat box. Type it, everyone. Okay. At least iPhone 13 extension iPhone 14. You don't understand. What is the difference? You don't understand. No. Benz is a car. Mercedes Benz is a car. One kind of Benz is red. Another Benz is SUV. Another Benz is black. Another Benz is coupe. So now I put them together up here. So my new object, the new car, can have different aspects. See, here I made. So if I purchase that bench, what is the last bench? My bench colors will change to red color, blue color, green color, yellow color. You understood? No, that's not what I'm saying. If you buy a bench from this shop, let's say this shop. If you buy a bench, a new object, okay, you can choose if you want red color or black color. Then you choose if you want SUV or coupe. You know what coupe is? Okay, so by extending and inheriting, I can put them together. Look, even not in order. Look, Benz 3 extends Benz. Benz 2 extends Benz 3. Not in order. Yes. Like you and your brother. Yes, exactly. And when you make this elegant new car, not just a new car,
The new car is black. If I change it, and I make this extend, then this one up here is error now. So now I change this B1 dot. Now I have this color. B1 dot. Now I have this type. Now it's a different color. Nice. Oh, here's the mistake. At least basic one like
Right now. String, address string, name, int word, right? Int age string, disease, boolean, vaccination, right? Boolean married. Good. Good. That is. So the variables are very simple. So variables is not a story. Nothing is there to practice. Right? So whenever you are thinking about the program, once again, just program has information. For example, account has information. Okay, where I have to store this information? Simple, into the variables. Okay, how can we represent the variables? First, you need to represent the data type, followed by the name of the variable, and then value. Okay, give some examples. String, data type, name, give some value. Integer, age, give some value. Double, salary, give some value. That's all. So variables, a very, very easy concept. Nothing is there to learn much. If you practice like a 10 related programs, like a book, student, employee, I mean like a textbook, right? Account holder, a customer, right? For example, any related things, restaurant related things and all, we can practice easily, not a big story. Then the next one is come to the basic operators. Of course, more briefly we will discuss later. Arithmetic operators, basic operations that everyone can do. Generally, what are arithmetic operators? Total 5: plus, minus, multiplication, division, and mod. The 5 operators are there. So what all these operators will do? Just perform all arithmetic operations. Just perform all arithmetic operations. That is. See here, first the simple things we need to do. Let me explain the simple things about it. We know that plus, minus, multiplication. So here, before we need to do that, few things we need to understand. A very, very important one. I just want to store the value 10. How I have to store? I need to declare a variable. Into the variable I want to store. Okay. A with value 10. With value 10. That is. Next. If I want to store the next value, don't write int again. We should not. For one variable, you need to specify the data type only one time. How many times? Only one time you have to write the data type. If you try to write the second time, you will get error message. I'll show you. You will get error message. Got it? Then the 20 will store. Remember that 10 will replace with the 20. Next, here it is. I'm using that A equals to 30, A equals to 40, A equals to 50. Like that, every time I'm changing the value. Yes, 20 become 30, 30 become 40, so 40 become 50. So if I print that value, print A, then it will print the final value 50. It will not print 10, 20, 30, 40. It will print directly what? 50. So what is the final value which is present in the memory? That will be displayed. That will be displayed. Next, one more example. Suppose I'm taking like this, and a equals to 5. Then I'm doing like this, a equals to a plus 1. Again, 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 a equals to a plus 1. So now how it executes? Enough. Just print a. Then how it will go? First statement execute. First statement means what? First a, memory will be allocated and value 5 will store. Then what is that a value now? Collect from the memory. 5 plus 1, 6. 6 will store into a. 6 will store into a. Next, a plus 1, collect a value from memory. 6. 6 plus 1, 7 will store into a, not 5. You got it. And here it is a 7 plus 1 will store into a. It will become 8. 8 plus 1 will store into a. It's 9. It's 9. This is how the values will store. Okay. This is how the values will store. Finally, is whenever you are printing that value, that 9 will store. That 9 will store. Here now, let me explain with these things. Okay. After this, look at this. The few things I have written here. The few things. Arithmetic operators. In the same way, you please do these things and write the output for these. A equals to 5 first of all. A equals to 5. Okay, store the value 5 here. Then 5 plus 1, 6. Will store into A. 6. 6 plus 2, like that. Just give the output for this one, this one, this one, this one, this one, this one. Take time, no problem. Just give the output for these 6. First one, output is 15. Very good. Give for the second one. I'll send this document, don't worry, and you can do that after also. But at least try to give the values directly. Hello? Class online class. Okay. Others also please do it quick. 31, 31, 31. Very nice. Second one, 31. Third one, please. Not third one, fourth one, please. Fourth one. This one will give directly. Right, perfect. You got it right. So getting different values 19 and 2, correct. Someone giving that 4 and 8, please check it out. This one, I want this. Right. So these are the basic things. Now here it is. If you want to do this document today, I mean, few more you need to do. For that, let me explain the few more things about arithmetic operators. Suppose here there are two things. One is division and one is mod. So what division operator will do and what mod operator will do? Division operator always returns quotient after division, and the mod operator always returns remainder. That is. So here, first one is a division returns a quotient and mod returns remainder. If I do one operation, so what is that? Suppose I'm dividing 5 with a 2. So how many times? The 2 times. Okay, the value is a 4 and the remainder is 1. Sir, how can you say that? Suppose if I'm taking like this, what will happen? 2, 5. I'm doing like this. It's a 2.5 times. It's a 5 and the remainder is 0. Yes, both cases are true. But what are the types you are using? Always matters. If I use integer, int a equals to 5 and b equals to 2, then it happens like this. Because integer never accept the decimal part. If I take double a equals to 5 and b equals to 2, then of course the division. But here, in this case, if I use a by b, 5 by 2, you will get the quotient as a result. Yes, this is the quotient because division will return the quotient. Suppose if you use a mod b, it will give that 1 remainder as a result. Yes, it is remainder. And in this case, suppose if I use a by b, of course we will get that 2.5. But if I use a mod b, a mod operation always on integers, so it will give 1 only, 1. Don't expect 0. If it is 0, always you will get 0 only on double. So it accepts only integer data and it is looking for the remainder after performing the division operation. That is. So let me give you some examples. Okay. Now I'll give you these things. So answer. The first one is 5 by 5 mod 3. What is the value? 5 by 3. What is the value? 3 by 5. What is the value? 3 mod 5. What is the value? For example, 5 by 3 plus 5 mod 3. What is the value? You please give the answers directly for these things. 3 by 5 plus 3 mod 5. What is the value? Can you please answer these? Yeah, all are int. Yes. Just give for first one. Just first one. I will ask. For first one, answer is 2. Perfect. Yes. Second one. Everyone. Second one. Yes, it is 1. Good. Third one. 3 by 5. 3 by 5. 3 we can't divide with 5, right? So it's 0. Yes, 3 we can't divide with a 5. So it's 0. Fourth one. See, the 3 you can't divide with 5. So 0 times 0 and the remainder is 3. So the quotient is 0, remainder is 3. That is. You got it right? Yes. Perfect. So now one more thing we need to understand. Just one more thing. Any number you divide. Any number you divide with a 10, only 10. There is no other option. For example, 23, I'm dividing with a 10. Integer. How many times it will go? 2 times. And it is 20. 20 and the remainder is 3. Remainder is 3. Now, the next one. Suppose I'm dividing 100 with a 10. 10 times. 10 tens are 100. 10 tens are 100. So the remainder is 0. For example, 10, 365 I'm dividing. How many times? 36 times. 36 times is a 360. And the remainder is 5. Remainder is 5. See here what I'm trying to explain. 23 is divided with a 10. It will give 2. Observe this. Last digit removed. Removed. 23 mod 10. See 3. That is last digit. Last digit given. The same story. Look at the same story. 100 by 10 is a 10. Last digit removed. 100 mod 10. Last digit given. And same here. 365. 365 divide with a 10 is 36. Last digit removed. 365 mod 10, it will give the last digit. So what I'm trying to say here, any number you divide with a 10, it will remove the last digit. And any number mod 10, it will give you the last digit. So where these things useful? So many questions we'll see in while loop. So many questions we'll see. So what type of questions we'll see? Just count number of digits. Sum of digits. Right? Biggest digit in given number. In given number. Sum of even digits. Count even digits. Count even digits. Sum of odd digits. Odd digits. These type of questions, not only this, palindrome. Palindrome number. Reverse number. Armstrong number. Armstrong number. Strong number. All these things we will develop just based on two concepts, these two. All while loop programs, any while loop program you check, the code is completely based on this. That much important, these two. How to remove the last digit, right? By 10. How to get the last digit, mod 10. This is how we are doing. Okay. So I'll send this document, guys. You please do it today. I have given that, see all operations, how to perform here, right? And this one, and this one, and some of the things, this one. I'll send this document. I'll share this document. You please use this document, practice and complete the arithmetic operators and variables concept today. Tomorrow we'll see all programs on arithmetic operators. Then we will move to the next concept. That is what? Relational operators. Relational operators. Okay. Yeah. Wait one thing. Everyone, please give your mail IDs. If you give the mail IDs at the time of registration, that will be useful. Just wait. Please give your things correctly, okay? No, mostly on Saturday it will be there. Last Saturday not happened. Sunday, of course, no classes. Okay. So only 7 people interested in giving their mail IDs. Okay, go ahead. Type your mail ID correctly. Please check your mail ID once. That's why here it is. I'm displaying here. Others. Anybody want to give? Yeah, we are providing. I mean, soon we are creating that WhatsApp group. There 24 hours available. Don't worry. Okay, I'll ask my person to create with all these numbers. We will create the group. So there only every day I can share all the things, videos and materials, everything we will share in the WhatsApp group. That is, once the demo class is completed, we will create the WhatsApp group and 24 hours available in the WhatsApp group. Don't worry. Okay, so these are the people. Okay, I'll send the document. You please go through the document. Okay, you will receive the document. Thank you all. Tomorrow we meet on the same time with the same link.